Good morning, class. We are studying the respiration chapter. Certain things we have already discussed, as we have said that respiration completes in certain steps, which includes breathing, gaseous exchange or exchange of gases, and the internal respiration, that is the cellular respiration. As we have said that cellular respiration means where the molecule of glucose breaks down, or the we can say the oxidation of carbohydrate, that is glucose, takes place, carbon dioxide releases and energy forms. As I told you that this reaction does not go in one step only. So many byproducts are formed, and you have to remember that this reaction, complete cellular respiration, takes place first of all in cytoplasm. So you need not to go or see all the steps what all the byproducts are formed, but you have to remember that first of all the glucose, whatever we are saying, cellular respiration means oxidation of glucose. So this glucose molecule, that is C6H12O6, undergoes so many steps. First of all the fructose 1,6 diphosphate forms, and the phosphoglyceraldehyde, phosphoglyceric acid. So if you are not it's not necessary for you to remember all these steps, but it is essential to know that first of all reaction takes place in the cytoplasm, and glucose changes, one glucose molecule changes into two molecules of pyruvic acid. In this way, PA is the short form of pyruvic acid. In cytoplasm, glucose breaks down into pyruvic acid. When one glucose molecule breaks down, two molecules of pyruvic acid forms. This is, glucose is a 6 carbon atom compound, pyruvic acid is 3 कार्बन एटम कंपाउंड. तो 3 कार्बन एटम कंपाउंड के 2 मॉलिक्यूल्स आर फॉर्म्ड, एंड नाउ दिस pyruvic acid enters in the mitochondria. So second steps takes place in mitochondria, and this is known as Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle. Pyruvic acid combines with acetyl coenzyme A here. Pyruvic acid combines with acetyl coenzyme A. So many different byproducts are formed, and when these byproducts are formed, carbon dioxide releases, as well as certain kind of the bonds break down, energy releases, and this energy stores in ATP. So ATP forms. So this is the Krebs cycle, means the Krebs cycles, formation of ATP and liberation of carbon dioxide, which releases in the process, takes place in the mitochondria during the Krebs cycle. Okay, so here we would see that ATPs are formed, which is known as the energy currency for the metabolic processes or any kind of the vital processes. So let us see what is this ATP. I hope you have understood, or we can say this is a kind of overview of cellular respiration. If we see in further higher classes, you would see that in Krebs cycles 30 ATP forms, and in cytoplasm during the aerobic respiration, this is, we are talking about aerobic respiration, here we would see 8 ATP forms, and total 1 glucose molecule including both cytoplasm and Krebs cycle gives 38 ATP. As we have said, 1 molecule of glucose during aerobic respiration gives 38 ATP. तो उन 38 में से 8 ATP जो है वो हमको साइटोप्लाज्म में मिल जाते हैं, और 30 ATP we shall get in the mitochondria during Krebs cycle. एक pyruvic acid से 15 ATP मिलेंगे, पर सिंस 2 पायरुविक एसिड बने थे तो 15 15 30। क्लियर? अगर ये एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन है, ऑक्सीजन का यूज नहीं होता है, तो ओनली पायरुविक एसिड फॉर्म्स विच फर्दर चेंजेस इनटू 2 कार्बन एटम इथाइल अल्कोहल. Remember that in the anaerobic respiration where oxygen is not utilized, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में प्रोसेस नहीं होती है, सिर्फ साइटोप्लाज्म तक ही प्रोसेस रेस्ट्रिक्टेड रहती है एंड ओनली 2 ATP फॉर्म्स. ठीक है? सो दिस इज अबाउट द सेलुलर रेस्पिरेशन. ATPs are very important. What is ATP? As we have said, ATP is the adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. Actually, adenosine triphosphate and ADP, adenosine diphosphate. D stands for di. So, adenosine diphosphate and adenosine triphosphate, they are actually the derivatives of AMP, that is adenosine monophosphate. Adenosine monophosphate. This adenosine monophosphate made up of one nitrogenous base, that is adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. आप लोगों ने 9th में ये सारे नाम पढ़े होंगे नाइट्रोजनस बेसिस के. तो इन चारों प्यूरिन पिरिमिडिन में से AMP मेड अप ऑफ एडेनाइन, राइट. मोनोफॉस्फेट, मोनो मतलब ये एक राइबोज शुगर है, इट्स अ राइबोज शुगर एंड अ 1 phosphate group. So adenosine monophosphate comprises of a nitrogenous base, that is adenosine. Then monophosphate means only 1 phosphate group and a sugar and a ribose sugar. Whenever any kind of the catabolic process takes place, at that time catabolic means what? Breaking down. So whenever any breaking down प्रोसेस टेक्स प्लेस, ब्रेकिंग डाउन मीन्स किस चीज का ब्रेकिंग डाउन हो रहा है? बॉन्ड्स का. सो व्हेन ड्यूरिंग द कैटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस बॉन्ड्स ब्रेक, एनर्जी रिलीज एंड दिस एनर्जी स्टोर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ATP. तो जब AMP होगा, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल AMP, ओके, सपोज एनी ड्यूरिंग द एनी कैटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस, this AMP forms high energy bond and gets added with one more phosphate. पहले सिर्फ एक phosphate था, अभी यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? 2 phosphate. So we call it adenosine diphosphate. And this another phosphate group will remain attached with the AMP with high energy bond. In normal cases, हम कैसा bond बनाते हैं? Suppose AMP and this is the normal bond. This is the normal bond. This bond carries only 300 calorie energy. लेकिन जब इस तरह का बॉन्ड बनता है, when we draw such kind of the wavy bond, this is the high energy bond, and this energy bond carries much more energy. कि अब आगे फर्दर जब ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगा तो बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज होने वाली है डिफरेंट काइंड के फंक्शंस करने के लिए. This bond carries around 7,300 calorie energy. Okay, so AMP gets added with one inorganic phosphate with the high energy bond. इसको हम जनरली IP लिखते हैं, इसका मतलब होता है inorganic phosphate. Then what forms? Forms ADP. ADP. Again ADP takes one more inorganic phosphate with the high energy bond and forms ATP. ATP ultimately adenosine triphosphate forms. So such kind of the ATP with these processes forms in the catabolic process, that is the respiration and energy. This is known as the energy exchanger or energy currency of the living system or the living organisms. अब ये ATP means energy in the form of ATP remains in our body whenever any kind of the synthesis process, also known as the anabolic process, requires any kind of energy, उसको energy की जरूरत पड़ती है, तो this ATP provides the energy. तब ये अपनी energy provide करेगा. In what way that this ATP breaks down again in the ADP. जब ATP ADP में break down होगा तो क्या होगा? One inorganic phosphate, one bond breaks down and releases the energy. और ये एनर्जी हमको डिफरेंट काइंड के फिजिकल, फिजियोलॉजिकल और मेंटल फंक्शंस में फिर यूज होती है. राइट? सो आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट व्हाई वी आर सेइंग एटीपी इज अ एनर्जी करेंसी. जैसे चेक है, चेक के फॉर्म में ये हमारे पास है, एनर्जी है, लेकिन अब अभी हमको जरूरत नहीं है पैसे की, तो हम वो चेक अपने पास रखते हैं. जब जरूरत होती है तो हम देते हैं और पैसे ले लेते हैं. उसी तरह से एटीपी करेंसी प्रेजेंट है हमारे पास. Whenever we require energy for any kind of the physical or mental functions, we give this ATP. और ATP कैसे फंक्शन करेगा? ATP ब्रेक डाउन हो जाएगा ADP में, एडेनोसिन डाइफॉस्फेट में, और जो एनर्जी रिलीज होगी वो बॉन्ड टूटने में. और बॉन्ड ये वाला है, जब ये बॉन्ड टूटेगा तो लॉट्स ऑफ एनर्जी रिलीजेस एंड दिस एनर्जी इज यूटिलाइजेज इन डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ फंक्शंस. राइट? सो this is about the ATP. Right? Now we will start with the human respiratory system. Before starting human respiratory system, let us discuss something about the project. You will get a project to do write it down in the your project file. You can use the Milky file, use A4 sheets and write down the project. You must be knowing how to write down. First of all, you have to write down the introduction, then completely the preface, acknowledgement, index बनाना है, and then you write down the complete project. Right? So follow all the points as you have followed in previous year 9 class में जो आपने बनाया होगा project. If you have any problem, then you can ask. अगर आपको project में कुछ बनाने में problem है तो. Right? You will get the topic whatever I have already taught you, या photosynthesis से related topic आएगा आपको, या फिर topic आएगा आपको digestive system से related. राइट? तो फोटोसिंथेसिस में फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू विल राइट डाउन, अगर आप सबसे पहले उस टॉपिक का इंट्रोडक्शन लिखेंगे, देन यू हैव टू राइट डाउन व्हाट इज फोटोसिंथेसिस, है ना, व्हाट आर द मींस ऑटोट्रॉफिक मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, प्लांट्स परफॉर्म फोटोसिंथेसिस, उसकी रिएक्शन लिखोगे, क्या ओवरऑल रिएक्शन है, देन कंप्लीट द whatever I have taught you. उसके अलावा आप और भी अलग बुक से की हेल्प ले सकते हैं या इंटरनेट की हेल्प ले सकते हैं और अपने प्रोजेक्ट को, टॉपिक को और भी अच्छा इलेबोरेट फॉर्म में बना सकते हो. ठीक है? डोंट फॉरगेट टू ड्रॉ द डायग्राम्स. यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द डायग्राम्स. मोर एंड मोर डायग्राम्स एनहेंसेस द इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट. क्योंकि वो वाले सारे प्रोजेक्ट आपके बोर्ड के मार्क्स के लिए भी फिर उसका असेसमेंट होता है. सो रिमेंबर, वेन एवर यू प्रिपेयर द प्रोजेक्ट, इट शुड बी वेरी नाइस, इट शुड बी वेरी नीट एंड क्लीन, एंड यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द डायग्राम्स. So you will get the topics, and if you have any problem related with the project, अगर आपको points या कुछ नहीं पता है, so you tell me, I will explain you again. Right? So now we shall start with the human respiratory system. So human respiratory system consists of, first of all, a pair of lungs. First of all, we shall write down made up of a pair of lungs. Before that, if we study everything, we shall start studying the respiratory system from the nose. Nose होगा, फिर pharynx होगा. So if we write down the organs, so first of all we'll write down the nose, then pharynx, then come trachea, right? Then the complete branchial tree. Why we are saying branchial tree? Because the trachea divides into two main bronchi. These bronchi enters in both the lungs, and then in lungs also they divide to form different branchioles, primary, secondary branchioles. उसके बाद alveolar duct, फिर बाद में alveolar. तो ये पूरा ऐसा ब्रांचिंग सिस्टम है. That is why we call it the branchial tree. Right? Then come the lungs. So we shall study everything. So all these organs, they come under the human respiratory system. If we start with the nose, this is a very common thing that the human beings, if we talk about the lower organisms, before studying human respiratory system, let us discuss about the lower animals. What we have said, respiration means that oxygen which is required for the oxidation of food should come inside the body. Then the oxidation of food takes place with the help of oxygen, and carbon dioxide releases. This carbon dioxide has to move out. This is the main aim of respiration, right? So since our body is we are the multicellular organism, and as I told you, this cellular respiration takes place in each and every cell. So we are the multicellular organism. So many cells, certain cells are in direct contact with the air, they can take oxygen, but so many cells are inside the body that they are not in direct contact with the atmosphere. तो वहां तक ऑक्सीजन पहुंचाने के लिए we require a complete system so that the oxygen can reach in each and every cell. But the simpler organism, if we are saying amoeba, or say the coelentrates, all the coelentrates or annelida, their body is very simple kind. So such animals, they do not require the complex respiratory system. Their simple body surface is enough. जैसे कि हम निडेरिया या coelentrate की बात करें, तो body surface made up of only 2 layers. They are diploblastic animal. सिर्फ एक बाहर की लेयर है एक्टोडर्म और एक एंडोडर्म है. और तो वाटर करंट के थ्रू जो ऑक्सीजन आ रही है, सिंपल ये ऑक्सीजन दोनों लेयर की सेल्स में सिंपल डिफ्यूज हो सकती है, और द सेल्स कैन यूटिलाइज ऑक्सीजन इजीली. So a kind of system is not required. Then when we go to the annelida, even annelida also, their body is also cylindrical, elongated and the simpler body form. तो सिंपल मॉइस्ट स्किन के थ्रू भी ऑक्सीजन डिफ्यूज होके बॉडी के अंदर आ सकती है. सो दे ऑल्सो रेस्पायर थ्रू द सिंपल बॉडी सरफेस. देन द आर्थ्रोपोडा. आर्थ्रोपोड्स आर हैविंग द ट्रैकिया. जैसे कि कॉकरोच में ट्रैकिया होता है, और द बुक लंग्स, like scorpion and all, they are having the book lungs for the respiration, or even gills. जैसे prawn होता है, prawn comes under the arthropoda, but prawn respire because it's an aquatic animal, it respires through the gills. So arthropods, they have the different, maybe the trachea or the book lung or the gills for respiration. Then if we come to the mollusca, they respire by the simple by the gills, because most of the molluscans, they are the aquatic animals, so they also respire through the gills. Then if we come to the vertebrates, अगर इकाइनोडर्मेटाले मोलस्का के बाद, तो उसमें भी कोई ट्यूब फीड्स होते हैं रेस्पिरेशन के लिए, और ट्यूब फीड से वो रेस्पिरेशन अपना कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. देन इन वर्टिब्रेट्स सिर्फ फिशेज हैं जो कि वाटर एक्वेटिक लाइफ फॉलो करते हैं, तो दे आर हैविंग द गिल्स. अदरवाइज फ्रॉम एम्फीबिया टू मैमल्स, ऑल आर हैविंग pulmonary respiration, means they respire by the lungs. Although जो एम्फीबिया है, they may have the cutaneous respiration as well. जैसे फ्रॉग है, उसमें moist skin से भी respiration होता है. So they are having both the cutaneous as well as pulmonary respiration. पर उसके बाद जितने भी रेप्टाइल्स है, बर्ड्स हैं, मैमल्स हैं, सब में रेस्पिरेशन बाय लंग्स. So different animals, basis on the complexity, they are having different kind of respiratory system, right? Then if we are talking about the human respiratory system, as I told you, made up of, comprises of all these organs. Nose, human beings, they are having nose presented just above the mouth, having 2 nostrils. These 2 nostrils open in the nasal chamber. Both the nasal chambers are separated by the nasal septum. ठीक है? Nasal chamber is lined with the mucus as well as the hair. What is the function of hair? That if any unwanted material comes inside the body or with the air, this material can be trapped in the hair or in the mucus, and mucus and hair prevent the unwanted material or germ to enter inside the lungs. यही म्यूकस का, it keeps the पूरा tract soft, moist, or it also traps the unwanted material to move inside. ठीक है? उसके अलावा न्यूरोसेंसरी भी एपिथेलियम है हमारी नोज में, जो हमें स्मेल का सेंस कराती है, बिकॉज नोज इज फॉर रेस्पिरेशन एज वेल एज फॉर स्मेल. तो ये न्यूरोसेंसरी कुछ सेल है नोज में विच मेक अस टू सेंस अबाउट द स्मेल. Then this nose with the help of internal nostril open in the pharynx. About the pharynx we have already talked about in detail in the digestive system, right? कि कैसे ये pharynx में nasopharynx part है, फिर oropharynx है, फिर laryngopharynx है. Then when air comes through the nose, it goes to the pharynx. First of all, the nasopharynx part, as I told you, internal nostril से nose जो है वो nasopharynx में open होती है. Nasopharynx also have the opening of the eustachian tube. Then it goes to the oropharynx and laryngopharynx. In the laryngopharynx, we shall see the opening of trachea, which is known as the glottis, right? So from the trachea, we shall study in detail what is the trachea, what is the bronchial system, lungs, everything in the next video. Thank you.